Hi, I'm Jill Holler, and this is my lovely twin sister, Joy Carter.
Hello.
We're glad to be with you today. I've started a series called 7 Things to Lose to Gain the Life of Purpose in Jesus Christ. And so each week we're going to be talking a little bit about our topic. And so this week we're just talking about what does it mean to live the crucified life. Jesus calls us to deny ourselves, to lift up our cross and follow him. But what does that exactly mean, and what does that look like?
Right. How do we put that into our everyday lives in a practical way?
Exactly. So we can live the way Christ wants us to live. One of the verses that really has stood out to me is Luke 9:23 through 24. And these are Jesus' words. Then he said to them all, "If anyone would come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. For whoever wants to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for me will save it." So when I read that, I think, am I trying to save my own life instead of giving it up? Am I all about self-preservation, keeping myself happy and content, and living a good life, a happy life?
Right, being happy right now. How can I make myself happy and comfortable right now?
Mm-hmm.
And so that would be like saving our life. So what does it mean to lose our lives for Jesus Christ's sake?
Right. It's the opposite of what the world tells us to do.
Right.
We know that because the world is all about gaining things for ourselves and building up a kingdom on this earth for ourselves so we can live this life that everyone's attaining.
Right.
But one that probably doesn't make us that happy.
No, we think it's going to make us happy, and it tricks us.
Yeah.
And we find out, okay, that didn't make me happy. Those really awesome boots I wanted didn't actually fulfill my life the way I thought they would.
You spent all the money on the boots.
Right.
And then
they're going to make you happy.
And you're like, I wish I had another pair of boots.
Right. This pair is not good enough.
Right.
What the heck did I pick out this pair for? I need that pair.
Isn't it so easy to be like you said, be tricked into thinking
something
is going to make you happy?
Right.
If I could just afford to go on this vacation.
Right.
If I could just have this house.
Right.
Or
if I could have these friends, or if these people would like me, it would make my life complete, and I would finally be at that place where I felt like I was worth something, that I was fulfilled. Yeah.
Right.
But it's so empty and hollow.
Right.
And that's why people spend their lives chasing after those things and chasing basically their entire life away.
Right. And they never find it.
Yeah.
So what do you think are some things that you think can draw us away from the crucified life? Those things we're chasing after, besides shoes.
Besides shoes.
I mean, that's a big one.
There's one besides shoes.
There is some other
No,
ones.
I'm just kidding. Okay, well, definitely people's approval.
Oh, that's big time for me.
I want people to like me, and that inhibits me so much. And I was just thinking a lot lately, too, about what, like, entertainment. And, like, what I'm putting in my head. And the rise of TV on the internet where I can binge for hours. And I get so sucked in that I waste so much of my life that I need to cut things out. It's time to cut things out of my life that aren't furthering the kingdom of God.
Exactly. If our goal is our one goal is our one mission to further the kingdom, to advance the gospel, to do what really matters. And when you do those things, you feel like that purpose and meaning that you've always longed for coming to life.
Sorry, I was just going like this because somebody was coming up. It wasn't because I was having a spasm or something.
We have a child over here.
But, so to crucify our own lives, we have to crucify the things that aren't good for us, that we think are good for us, but that aren't.
That
we have to get them away. And that's a sacrifice we make in order to lose our life for God. We are sacrificing those things that we think we need and that might make us temporarily happy. And we're going for something better.
Going for the bigger thing. And we might not find all the rewards. We won't get all the rewards, earthly rewards.
No.
But that's not what we're going for. If we keep our eyes on the prize, there's such a glorious thing coming for us. And I think that's what we have to keep our eyes on, because carrying a cross isn't easy.
Right.
Like you think about,
God tells us, Jesus tells us that we are going to carry our own cross.
that's right, and you're going to pick it up, and there's going to be some hard times and suffering, but the road that Jesus took when he carried the cross ended in complete salvation for everybody who will accept him. It was a very heavy burden, but it was the best thing he could have ever done.
Yes.
And when we find ourselves under that cross, it's maybe our weakest time, but that's when God's power gets poured out, so you can live that life. Otherwise, it seems hard.
Right, exactly.
Because you do have to give up a lot of the things that
you do. And it doesn't mean, though, really in giving up what we think is so great, we're gaining something much better. Something that fills your heart and your soul in a satisfying way that nothing else can or ever will.
Exactly.
And so you're really, by cutting off things, getting rid of things, crucifying those things, we're actually making our life better.
Exactly. We're not losing.
No.
We're gaining something so big.
Right.
And if we could just see it in the moment when we're tempted to give in to wanting to keep up with the neighbors, to make it look like we have it all together, to have the things that we desire or the prestige, we have to remember that moment. That's all temporary. It's not going to last.
Yes.
Everything we own is going to end up in a landfill. I always think of that. Like, what am I striving for? Things that are going to fade? Things that rust and moth destroy. Right. That verse that says that. Or are we going to keep our eyes on the prize?
Right. Like James McDonald says, I think it was his mother or his grandmother always said to him, there's just one life, it will soon be past. Only what's done for Christ will last. If we just remember that, that's the only thing that will really last. Yep. So what are we living for here on earth?
Awesome. Thank you, Joy, for meeting with me and talking about this. It's been awesome. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thanks.